welcome back to another episode of Boss Talk. I'm the Machinist, and like always, I'm joined by Catnip and Whisper. What the hell's going on, guys? How are you?
What's up, guys?
Hey, what's up, guys? Yeah, we're doing great, man. I'll start off with BCRC. We have several announcements this week. Everybody knows that we are dropping our Bitcoin ordinals in April. It's gonna be 333, specially designed OG Boss Cat ordinals. So yeah, we're very excited, man. Like for us, it's a dream come true. Like we always, our team, like we always think most NFT project will be cross-chain someday. But we don't want to go to ETH, we don't want to go to Solana, like we think ADA is superior. But when we heard about Bitcoin, has ordinals, that's like a dream come true for every like Web3 enthusiast, man. Because I believe like everybody got into crypto Web3 because of Bitcoin. 99% of the people, they went to Bitcoin, and then they got to know ADA, Solana, Dogecoin, other crypto. So like I think like it's a once in a lifetime opportunity for our project and for people involved in the project to have a footprint on Bitcoin. So we're all very excited.
Hell yeah, this is super cool. One of the best parts about this is that you guys have a separate development team for the Bitcoin ordinals, right? So in no way does this take away from what's being done on Boss Moon, Boss Planet, everything else, right? Roadmap continuity has been super important to the Boss Cat team, and that's huge, right? Most projects say, oh, the roadmap is flexible, it's penciled in, and they are, right? Because times change, things change, what needs to be done changes, but you guys made sure that you're not just adding an extra checkbox on the list, right, and pushing everything else down, right? You're doing everything concurrently, which is awesome.
Yeah, for sure, man. Like we wouldn't do this if we were gonna hinder the development of Boss Moon and Boss Planet. That's for sure. And with that being said, like next week we're gonna roll out our latest NFT staking function, which is for people who have cold wallets and or people like our whales who have a lot of NFTs. They want to stake everything at once. So we're gonna roll out the cold wallet staking and batch staking. So actually the function is already running, but our team is still making the final check to make sure everything's okay. So today's Sunday, so I would say in the next few days, before Wednesday, everything will be we'll make the announcement when the function is live. Thank you guys for waiting. I know we have a lot of whales, like Big Dog, Savon, I think maybe Dark Water, they haven't staked because they were waiting. They are like being extra careful. They always put their NFT in a cold wallet. So I want to apologize for making them waiting so long, but it's coming.
That'll probably be released before this video even comes out then, and that's huge because I'm not gonna lie, right? I use a cold wallet for everything. I don't care what it is, but I wanted to stake, so I made that other wallet, and moving those Boss Cats over there and like my D5 land plot and everything else, I was like, all right, I know it's safe, but is it safe? Just because after using a cold wallet, you get nervous with hot wallets, even though as long as you practice security, right?
Don't make me feel insecure now. I don't have a ledger yet.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. You can't feel insecure. You won your game yesterday,
bro.
So
big win.
Congratulations!
And congratulations!
Yeah,
thank you guys.
I mean, did you guys just win, or did you smoke their boots?
We won. Like it was a tight game because they were the first. They're the first place team, and they hadn't lost at home yet.
Oh, really?
So we went there and we gave them the first loss at home. So that was huge.
Nice.
But yeah, we do have to get Whisper. We have to get you a cold wallet.
No, I'll have to get.
We got to get you a ledger.
I'll have to get one.
But that is great that you guys have so quickly implemented this, because staking only came out not even a month ago, right? And already to have batch staking and the cold wallet capability it's huge. It just shows that you guys are not slowing down, right? It's one of the things I love about Boss Cat.
I personally like with the batch staking, like I could have waited because I think I have like 30 BCRC NFTs like all together. So it was like stake and sign the transaction, stake, sign transaction. But like the amount of points I've accumulated already, man, I couldn't wait for batch staking. So I've been accumulating.
Bro, once I got that alien, those points
Whoop.
went nuts. I gotta say, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So this is great. Now, what else is going on? So we know the staking's good, right? With staking's pretty much set up, and I can't wait to see what these boss points are going to be used for in the future. But what else is going on? I gotta bring it back to it. What else is going on with the ordinals? Is there anything we're missing? Any other alpha that we need to get out there for everyone?
Yeah, well, so we have 333, right? So out of that, the 33 will be distributed through raffling. So we are building our own raffling system right now. So eventually people will be able to use their boss points to enter the raffle and to have a chance to win the boss, the ordinal. Yeah.
So wait a minute. So whoever has, so I'm guessing raffle tickets are going to cost boss points. So if you've been stacking a bajillion boss points like Whisper has, you probably have a better chance than most. But hey, it only takes one entry to win.
Yeah,
right.
But
let's be honest. So.
Yeah, so we also have consider this because a lot of people, because of the cold wallet implementation delay, so they haven't started stacking the boss points yet. So yeah, we'll try to make it fair for everyone.
And that's something this team seems to be very good at, is making sure that every investor from the top to the bottom feels like they're an equal part of the community and of what's going on.
That's very important.
Yeah. I'm sure you guys will figure it out, but that's a great, so there is a use for these boss points in the very near future, because these are supposed to launch in April.
The art on them ordinals,
it is clean.
It's how do you say? Zesty.
There's a lot of new colors, right? New colorways.
Yeah, you understood me.
Yeah.
Because it's a twist. It's a twist on the furs that already existed. It looks awesome, man. It's very cool.
They spent a lot of time doing research, like how to compress the file. Because like on Bitcoin, each block only has like 4 megabytes. So if we do it like in our OG cast, like our mint price would be through the roof. So we really did a lot of research and try to put some trades that looks cool but won't take up a lot of memory like space.
I think you nailed it, man.
Let me ask, when these mint, and you don't have to tell me if you're not ready yet, right? And I'm not asking for the price here, but what are we minting with? Are we minting with ADA? Are we minting with Bitcoin.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. So,
I've got some stacked up, ready to go. I even got the BCRC.BTC wallet.
Yeah, I know. Ready. I heard about it.
You're gonna win. You're gonna win one for sure, man.
Okay, so 200. There'll be 200 ordinals that we will distribute through to our OG cats. The whitelist. So it will be based on their Discord roles, and some of those we will award to our active members, people who are always hustling on Twitter, rating on Twitter, those people who have been with us for a long time. And then the last 100 will be for public. So that's our initial distribution right now. Yeah, it's going to be a very prestige collection. And I also want to address, because a lot of people think that this is gonna dilute our project, but to be honest, I don't think 300 NFT will do anything to our project. It won't do any dilution. And first of all, and second of all, I think having a footprint on BTC for BCRC, it's gonna bring a lot of investors from BTC to BCRC. That's actually our main point. Just to bring new people to our ecosystem.
Hell yeah.
I think people are missing that point. That's a huge one.
Yeah, and if the goal is a true Web3 brand, right? This is exactly what you want to do, right? Is spread this out as far as and wide as you can to as many eyes that can see it. And get people on other blockchains interested in what you're doing, because it's great. We all love Cardano. It's where Boss Cat Rocket Club started, but this project is going so much farther than just this blockchain.
Some of our OG holders, they might have doubt about us, minting ordinals on BTC, but I just wanted them to know that, they have trust us. They have been with us, for a year and a half, and some of them already met us in Phuket, so they already know what we are about. You know, we have been tested, better tested, and you know, just trust us. You know, that we will bring our project BCRC everyone to the promised land, and we won't stop until we do it. So I see a lot of comments. We heard them, but we know that this is the right thing to do for our company. And you know, if our company does well, everyone does well. So yeah, a lot of times, like, you know, people from the inside, we have the entire scope. We understand, you know, how this company should go. So you know, unfortunately, this time we're gonna have to listen to us.
Yeah, and most people, because I've been in the Discord, I think a lot of people just don't you know, they were saying, well, what's going to happen to Boss Moon? What's going to happen with this, right?
Yeah.
And then once I told them, I said, well, you know, there's a separate development team. This isn't going to slow anything down. So I think once this comes out and people can hear you talking about it, what the reasoning for it is, I think that's going to put a lot of people at ease.
You know, a lot of people think, you know, oh, this is the money grab. But if you think about this, like, you know, back in August 2022, we airdropped 10,000 Boss Cat to our holders, right? So if we had minted those, we could have priced it at 80 ADA. That's fair, right? Mm-hmm. So that's 800K right
absolutely.
there. 800K right there. And then 3,000 alien cats, you know. We almost like raffle every alien cats out to our holders, right? And you know, if we priced it at, you know, 500 ADA, that's fair, right? Because it's alien cats. 3,000 collection. You know, it accumulates 5 times boss token than you know, than OG cats. 500 ADA, that's what, 1.5 million.
Bro, when people put things into perspective instead of just randomly talking.
So I don't think anyone can find an NFT project that has given out at least a million ADA to their holders.
Right. Yeah, and that's the thing when you look at the big picture, and like you said, there's probably a lot going on behind the scenes that just us in the Discord can't see. And there's reasons for that, right? But you guys have done a great job building this so far, and there's no reason not to trust that you're not going to continue to do a great job building into the future.
Right.
So I can't wait, man. Personally, there's a screaming cat. See, they can't wait either. I don't know if everybody could hear that. We had an awesome Boss Corner. Whisper couldn't make it because he was at his basketball game, but we had Bad Fox Motorcycle Club and Handle Tools came by, and actually Eric Bobo dropped in. And I gotta say, man, I have that Web3 award for doing the podcasts, right? That's nothing compared to getting a DM from Eric Bobo that said, you're doing a great job. I'm on a flight to Sydney. I can't talk right now, but you're fantastic.
That's crazy,
I was like, holy shit, right?
Yeah.
BCRC.
I told Catnip after.
BCRC.
Yeah, he's a legend, man. Bobo's a legend.
No, it was and we listened to Nelly on the way out. You missed a lot of fun, Whisper.
At least
it was a good space.
At least I won, man.
That is true, and they were the top team, number one team. Not anymore. Not anymore. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So it was win-win for all three, man. That was great. It was a great Sunday. Yeah.
It really was. So what else do we have going on next week on Boss Corner? We actually have an artist space, right? We've invited the one, the only Danielle Weber. That's going to be. Listen, she's like a true artist to the stars, right? She's delivered paintings to Arnold Schwarzenegger, to his house. She's done so many Michael Jordan paintings. Wow. And we're talking huge murals, like on outsides of buildings. She's super, super talented, and she is hilarious as hell. You'll see. She's definitely one of a kind. It's going to be a great space. And we got something good going on with Boss Corner Japan too, correct?
Yeah. We just had actually I just came out of Japanese Boss Corner Japan just now. So we had a joint space with Metacozo. It's the number one Japanese NFT project on Ethereum.
Nice.
Yeah, and you know, the community is really strong. Like you know, we were like the space we probably had like 60 or 70 something like audience, and I was like 2/3 with their PFPs. Yeah, they had a strong part. Yeah, and then like in the end, like they had this tradition, like for every medical space, in the end, everyone will say something like "no." They'll go like 1, 2, 3, no, and then they'll end the space. Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah. I don't know what
yeah.
that means though. I tried to ask,
That-
but they couldn't. They didn't know how to explain. So I was like,
Oh, even
Yeah.
Hinomaru-san or Tokyo-san, they were like, I don't know. They're
yeah,
like, we're,
yeah,
yeah, beats me.
yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome, but that's good, right? It sounds like that community's pretty tight knit. And if they're the biggest Japanese project on
Yeah.
Ethereum, you don't get that way from just kind of sort of having a strong community. So that's great, man. And that you especially are putting that much work, and Hinomaru-san and Tokyo-san, into making these connections with the Japanese NFT community really is huge. So thank you for what you're doing,
No, thank
and everyone else that helps out as well. I can't do it. I would show up in there and I'd be like, hi, I'm the machinist. They'd be like, what is that idiot saying? They'll be like, kick him out. And they would just ban me from the room. I got to learn Japanese.
You look Japanese, man.
Thank you. Thank you. I think someone's child is crying in the background. See what happens? You call me
Hey,
Japanese and an Asian
it's
child
not my
starts
child.
crying.
Yeah, it's my daughter. She's
I hope
she
she's
hasn't
alright.
she hasn't been feeling well.
Really?
Oh,
She's
man.
probably cold and she has stuffed nose, runny nose. Yeah, so
And you know the worst thing about kids when they have the stuffy nose? Have you taken like the bulb with a little thing on the end? You have to put it up, you squeeze it, you put it
Yeah,
up
yeah.
their nose, and you let go, and it's supposed to
Yeah.
suck
yeah,
like the boogers out because
Yeah.
their nostrils too small. They can't pick it. You can't pick it. Nobody can pick it, right?
Yeah.
So you got to use the little suction thing. Oh my God, I used to feel so bad. I felt like a mad scientist. Oh, there are some new roles in the Boss Cat Rocket Club Discord. I was in there this morning and Happy popped in and showed me that now there is a Rocket Cats role, right, for rocket holders, a Vox Cat role, obviously for Vox Cat holders, landlords, and D5 landlords. So if you went out and got that
Bro, I think
awesome
I got all of
D5
those.
land plot, well, you got your role. All right, guys. Well, I think that's it. There is a lot of things going on in the space, and Boss Talk will be there to inform you all about it. How did that sound? The you all about it. See, I've been practicing in the mirror. All right, never mind. All right. Any final comments before we go, guys? What do you think, Whisper?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, man, stay tuned to BCRC and all the developments that the team is putting out. The project is unmatched, man. Like, it's different than anything else. And always concerned about their holders and what's best for them. And I think that's something that people really have to take in mind when they're investing in something. BCRC always looks out for their holders.
Hell yeah, absolutely. Catnip, what do you say, my friend?
yeah. I mean, I just want people to to trust us and trust the process. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right, guys. Well, thank you all again for watching. Don't forget, like, subscribe, comment below. Let us know what you want to hear about. Be safe, be strong, be a boss. We'll see you next week on another episode of Boss Talk.
See you guys.
Take care.
Thank you. Peace.